So the master stood amidst them, and he began to upbraid the cities wherein most of his works were done, because they repented not. So out of that conversation with the 12, I have come to ask us believers that how long shall we keep carrying our burdens? For no one is there to help us when we are struggling with lust, with masturbation and debts. That's nobody's business. No one is going to be like, oh, let me help you with it. No one is going to be there for you. We should surrender it all to God and take up his burden. For he says, my burden is light. And you know why it is light? For he helps us to carry it and we won't feel a thing. But what is the Lord's burden? Having love for our neighbors, expressing it with genuine heart, with nothing to expect in return. That is the Lord's burden he's telling us to carry, instead of our burden of hate towards our neighbor that overloads our soul with grief, resentment, and wasted time spent in blocking of people who might have even be used by God to advance our destinies. Surrender that burden of borrowing here and there, for it only keeps you in sin. For the Lord's commandment for you as a child of God is clear and specific, saying, you shall not borrow. Believer, this burden and the consequences from it, how long shall you carry it? How long? This burden of sleeping around with every man and woman, believer, it is draining you spiritually and bringing you nothing but spiritual ties, holding you in all filthy bondages, affecting your progress spiritually and physically in all areas of your life. But you are there busy fooling yourself that your time has not just come yet. You there lying to yourself that your enemies are just fighting your progress, but it's this burden you're carrying of sleeping around, and your friends are cheering you up, and you are thinking you're the boss lady, you're the boss man. Lay it down, hold nothing, surrender it all unto God. Grab the horns of the Lord's altar and cry unto him, Lord, take it all away. Choose the Lord's burden today, church, for the beauty in it is that the Lord helps us to carry it. The Lord will help you to carry it, and you won't feel a thing. See, when you surrender your life of borrowing unto the Lord and you carry his patience and waiting, he will help you carry that patience and waiting and bless you with abundance, with ways to profit. For he said, I am the Lord your God who teaches you how to profit. So believer, I am telling you this day, carry the Lord's burden of self-restraint from lust, unnecessary silly sexual urges, and the Lord shall help you and shall bless you with the ability to suppress your passions. He will take away all these like he took those from Adam. So church, aren't you tired of the weight of these burdens you're carrying? I don't know about them, but you know all of them, believer, for you are there grappling on walls with them. Surrender them unto the Lord and carry his burden. For he says, my burden is light. My burden is light. Testifying of the goodness of the Lord instead of indulging in self-praise and self-adorations is the burden of God. And he will help you in testifying. He will help you in his burden of you doing good works in your pursuit of holiness and righteousness, and help you walk away from that wickedness you indulging in, that the enemy is lying to you daily that this is okay, this is not necessarily sin. Yes, it might seem like it's not necessarily sin in itself, but the Lord is telling you this, the believer, away with it. Get out of it. Get out of that habit. Stop this. Throw it away. Stop carrying it because you think you're so cool. No, you are wasting yourself instead. You are wasting yourself instead. You are wasting yourself. So church, take inventory of all areas of your life, your behavior, your character, and whatever burdens that are not of the Lord. Throw them away. Surrender unto the Lord and carry his burden. My burden is light. Remember, church, my burden is light. That's what the Lord is saying unto you from this day, church. My burden is light. Choose the Lord to use you as a vessel for noble purpose. For I am so sorry to tell you that whatever we really are, we are believers today in the house of the Lord as nothing, as vessels of dishonor. And it is affecting us, not God. It is affecting all areas of your life, and it will affect the generations that will come after us, and our children will pay for it, and the Lord will visit our iniquities. The burdens that we are carrying, the consequences of it, and the weight and the load of it, our children will pay for it. Don't sacrifice God for good. It may seem good, but not God. For the burden you choose to carry every day might seem good, but it is not God. Mark that. Not whatever is good, but it is God. So my humble request is that let us choose to start getting used to carrying the burdens of the Lord. For as the Lord lives before whom I stand, it shall come to pass in those days, and the days are near, that a man or woman in his or her household shall stand before the Lord and say, how beautiful are the feet of him that brings good tidings. Yes, it shall come to pass. Just like the Lord said, though it tarries, it shall not tarry. Wait for it, it shall come to pass. Otherwise, stay blessed, but remember, my burden is light. Throw away these things. They might be so sweet, but they do not even appear as burdens. But the Lord is telling you, away with them, throw with them, stop doing these kind of things. Follow my commandments. These are the burdens of the Lord. Do what the Lord is telling you to do. Otherwise, stay blessed.